Appreciate everybody taking the time to be here. Certainly a disappointing week from a results standpoint last week. I thought we did some encouraging things in responding to adversity in both games and in both situations. But I think that's where our group is right now. It's taking us to get into adverse situations for us to respond and understand what we need to do. And as a good friend told me the other day, that's going to lead you to about 500, exactly where we're at. What this group needs to understand is that urgency, the importance of every possession, every minute that you're out there, every box out, every little thing that you can think of has to matter all the time. And again, I use excuses as using immaturity. As you get older, you understand that more and more. We need to eliminate that. We have 26, 27 days to continue to work and improve, get to where we need to be. And I'm excited to tackle these days. And again, as much as we're disappointed in the results, this is a process time of year for us, like everything is, preparing for the Summit League tournament. I'll take questions.
Coach, with struggling to kind of put together 40-minute games, do you guys change stuff in practice, or maybe some of the stuff that you preach, do you kind of change things up as the season has gone along?
You know, as much as you talk about maybe changing the stimulus here and there, we've maybe made a few adjustments. But when you go back and look at the things that we're struggling with, it's things that we've still been talking about since October. And I think it's important for me as the head coach to be as consistent as possible. And just tackle it and build habits. You know, don't get bored with being great is a big phrase in our program. And we're not great enough right now to get away from just continuing to work on the habits and doing the things that we can control.
Looking back at the video from Saturday, with the offensive rebounds giving up, turnovers, was it something that USD forced on you, or was it just kind of some things that you had to make adjustments on in the second half?
Yeah, I really felt, especially that first half, it was just self-imposed. And again, I said that, and I don't mean to discount USD at all. I think USD is a very good team, and they're very good because they capitalize on your mistakes. They're in the right spots. They do their job. They keep competing at a high level, and they make a lot of winning plays. I thought, you know, the Tyler Peterson kid in the second half didn't do anything special, but he made a bunch of winning plays. He got 2 offensive rebounds by just kind of crashing to his spot towards the middle. He hit a big 3 in the corner. He just kind of stayed the course, and his numbers don't show like he was a big impact. But you go back and watch that game, that kid had a big impact by just doing what he was capable of, doing what I was assuming he's coached to do.
How have you seen your guys handle the mental struggle of the up and down?
You know, I've been really encouraged, and that's what I've said from the start, is this group is fun to be around. You know, they want to be held accountable. They understand it. You know, we had, you know, a film session yesterday where we were able to lay it all out there, and everybody stuck around in the room, you know. And I think that's the beauty of this is, again, we are in such a results-oriented profession a lot of times. But that's okay. But more importantly to us is the process, and the guys understand. If we were, you know, if we were 9-0, or if we're 4-5 like we are, for us to do what we ultimately want to do, it comes down to 3 or 4 days, and those 3 or 4 days are still ahead of us.
Have sometimes to remind yourself that there's still time. It's not a finished product.
Yeah, at times I think perspective is easy to talk about, but when you're living it, it's not always fun. But, you know, again, I just counted the days, and we've got plenty of time to get better if we understand that we got to go out and work hard. And when we work hard, that's not going to guarantee us anything, but we got to keep on that. Be willing to keep working hard no matter those circumstances.
Have you found maybe a key, whether that's in the huddle while you're talking to your kids, when you're in kind of those down times of the games, to kind of send a spark into when you guys get into those really good rhythms like we saw in the second half against South Dakota?
Unfortunately, no. If I had found that key, I would be turning it like crazy. But that's the beauty of coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, and with challenges, you know, become great rewards. And, you know, I'm going to keep working to find that key. I know our guys are going to keep listening and working to do their part, and again, building through this process the next 26, 27 days.
Really easy to continue to talk to you about some of the inconsistencies, some of those things that aren't going so well, but what's standing out to you right now? What do you think isn't maybe getting enough attention that your team is doing well?
Well, it was brought to my attention, we're shooting 48% right now. I think it's tops in the Summit League, like 37th in the country. I don't know those stats to be exactly fact, but those are great, outstanding numbers, and I think it speaks to the talent. I think it speaks to the guys willing to play the way we want to play. A lot of that is a credit to, I think, our staff and what we do in the spring, summer, and fall of developing basketball players, not just positions, and guys that can pass a little bit, catch it a little bit, shoot it, finish, and our guys feeding on it, wanting to be, we're not teaching our guys to be robots. We want them to be basketball players. And up until this point of the last week where we had so many turnovers, we were very effective, very efficient offensively. So, again, those numbers are encouraging. We need to eliminate some of the turnovers offensively and obviously continue to work defensively.